Diffie, son.
Yo, how many versions of that Dark Side shirt do you have?
This isn't Dark Side.
That's not Dark Side.
I can't even tell because your screen is so small.
Wow, yeah. Now you want to come up with excuses.
Mark got me this shirt actually, so thank you, Mark.
You did.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at it. Look at it.
Wait, what? What shirt
means,
is that?
This means the off-season Japanese.
Ooh.
This means the off season in English.
In any language.
It's Ghost of Tsushima.
Nah, yeah, this was the comic series that was going on like back in I think 2017.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, for DC.
Well, this is in the beginning.
Are we live or what?
Oh my.
Are we on the air?
We on the air?
This dude does this every week.
Dude, because we're not. You don't do the intros anymore. You don't like. Hey, welcome to the.
Welcome back, guys, to the Chillin With Villains podcast.
It's been like 20 episodes.
They should know us by now. We got to keep introing ourselves.
I love how he hits the record button on his side in his studio or in our studio, but over there, and he's like, "Yo, you don't know I'm recording? What the fuck,
Yo,
guys?"
but the Zoom thing also says recording.
It's been saying that though since I came back from closing the windows.
Nah, that's false.
You said from closing the window.
From closing the.
That was bad specific, right?
No, because I left. I said I had to go close the windows in my house. I said I'll be right back, but you get started, and I came back and it said recording up here.
When I was changing my oil, like it was still there.
Yo, when that was definitely one of Mark's chores when he was younger. Closing the windows.
Oh, wait, really?
No, that's not a chore.
That's a chore?
That's not a chore.
But like,
unless you live like in a castle.
Like no one,
yeah, exactly,
no
right?
one's
You have to
ever
run
said
around.
that. No one's ever like I've never heard someone say those words like to me. Like I was like,
No,
oh,
it's 'cause
what did
we
you just
turn
go
the
do?
AC on.
What did you just go
What
do?
happens?
Oh, I closed the windows.
We had to turn the AC off. So we open the windows in our house to get it.
Oh, is that hot over there? Damn.
It's not that hot. I was just, it's nice. It's like 70 degrees, 75.
Nah, that's fine,
It's
bro.
nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I'm happy for you. It was a beautiful day here in the
It's gonna be a
tri-state
beautiful
area.
weekend too.
Oh, I'm happy about that. So welcome back, guys. It's episode 116. We got, first and foremost, we got to introduce my guy, BX Legs. Look how good my man Ariel looks right now.
The bell has been rung, bro.
The bell been rung, bro.
The bell been rung, bro.
BX, you gotta put the BX slang on it, bro. It been rung.
I mean, I don't know if that's BX slang.
It's been rung, B.
Yo, that shit is dead ass rung, bro. That shit is ringing.
Dude, you look like you just got. You look 20 right now. You don't look old enough to buy alcohol.
Yo, we need to put a side by side of him and Kassan. That needs to happen.
Yo.
It looks so
now I do.
But not for nothing. Like you look healthier. You look like a guy who just got told, "Hey, you're having surgery, and it's gonna be all right. Your hip is gonna be all right, kid."
Yeah, I got some not breaking news, but some new news concerning that stuff. My surgery's on Monday at 1 p.m.
I wish I had the soundboard, but I'll just use my my hands.
And I gotta check in at 10:30, and yeah, the rest is history. I'll be back home the same day. And yeah, Dr. Kelly about to hook it up.
Damn, shout out Dr. Kelly.
Vibranium and adamantium mix in repairing my labrum. And yeah, I'm gonna get a nice cool upgrade to my left hip joint.
Dope, man.
And I can't wait to ball. Like my therapist, she told me,
she was like, "What? How you walked? I don't remember how you walk anymore,
bro. I don't even remember how to walk. I don't.
It was always a limp. Yeah,
always a damn limp. So now my therapist asked me, "What do you want to get back to doing?" And I said, "Well, what haven't I done in years?
Hooping."
I was like, I want to hoop again. I want to get on my bike. I want to, I want to play baseball again. I want to do shit." And she said, "All right, we have a timetable for when I'm supposed to be like all healed up. Mm-hmm. That's like August 26th apparently, but latest September 26th. But either way, I'm gonna check in when I can, hopefully, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here today specifically,
right?
Because I feel like this is like the last hurrah before I'll be in pain for like 6 months,
right? But hopefully we'll be back in the studio soon and walking and not limping. Like I told y'all, man, it's been empty and lonely in here. I got lonely doing the Venom reaction. I'm like, wow, this sucks. not the trailer. A little bit, but,
oh, the trailer sucked?
Nah, I'm joking. It didn't. It was. I said it when I was reviewing it. Like it was different. It was weird. It was just like,
wait,
Junior. I feel like you're like
it had a little bit. It had a little bit of the first movie, but mixed in with gonna be something more serious than the first movie.
Well, you know who's in it, right? Like. You know the movie name, right?
Let There Be Carnage.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
Change it.
Yeah, the movie title's.
Oh, you don't like the title at all?
I'm not a fan of it. I mean, it's not
fine.
terrible.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
It's not terrible.
There's been worse. What is the worst superhero movie title of all time?
Oh, whoa.
Like there's.
I want to say, I don't know.
I think Batman Forever.
Yeah, that's kind of head.
Yeah. Yo, Batman Forever.
I
feel like there's got to be worse. I feel like there was like a sequel that was just like, wait, what? Or like something that was part of the trilogy. I feel like you can't really do.
I don't think some of the ones I'm gonna mention are terrible. I just think I should have been a different name. Like Avengers: Age of Ultron. Like that, there was no Age of Ultron, dude. It's
a movie.
That shit was like a week long.
a week of Ultron. Avengers.
Like just Ultron. It would have been cool if they said Avengers Ultron. Like that would have been cool. Yeah. Like just being called that, but it's not. It wasn't terrible, but whatever. Yeah. And then, what else? Oh, X-Men 3: The Last Stand. X2 United. Is that a movie or a plane, bro? Get out of here, man.
Yo, that was the Yesterday was that might be the worst one. The Last Stand might be the worst one.
What about Birds of Prey? Emancipation of One.
No, and that's creative. Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
I find that to be creative.
Longest title ever.
Right,
the longest title, but I still don't hate it for some reason.
That's what I'm saying, not bad because it's creative. It's not something that's like plain.
X2 United.
Yeah, X2 United. That's it. That's the one.
United Airlines.
It wasn't even X-Men 2 United. It was X2 United. The marketing team was like, yo, this right here,
got it.
This is it.
But he walked into the office like, where do you hear this, guys?
Yo, it was X-Men Day yesterday, guys. So, and
oh wow. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll sound like a Grinch about this, but who is the authority on all these things? Like who would like, is there like a national calendar of these days that always get announced on social media? Like I never heard of these things growing up.
I know,
like, right? Boyfriend day, girlfriend day, sibling day, left cheek day.
Sibling day, left cheek.
I'm just making shit up. I don't know. Like they'll literally, there's a day for everything. Donut day, pizza day.
I think there's always been, and as the years went on, like people just started adding more, right? And social media became more prominent, and you started seeing it more. So then everyone started reposting it, right? If one person posted, "Oh, Happy National Superhero Day," and then they post a picture of their favorite superhero, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's."
But that's the thing. Who dictates that? Like,
the day has been created. The day has been created. Someone on your social media has found out that day. They found it from someone else who found it from someone else.
Oh, so it's just a word of mouth thing. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But there was someone who one day said, "You know what? Today is National
Superhero Day."
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah. Yo, how dope is that though? All right. What should we make today? We can make it anything. What should we make it? That doesn't exist
Lunch
though,
Day.
obviously.
Oh, this is off-season day.
I don't think there's a day for that, right?
Nope. That's today, actually.
There you go.
That's today, actually.
Damn, we're going to talk about that because that shit that shit was phenomenal, y'all. But I want to, Mark, getting back to Venom, I want to hear your thoughts on it, on the trailer. Speechless.
It was good. Yeah, you know, I was like, okay. Like wasn't.
I'll watch it when it comes out.
What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. I'll watch it when it comes out and whatever.
I think that's what a trailer should be, though. It's like it gave you that sort of like, okay, but it definitely doesn't crack like top 100 trailers of all time.
I wouldn't say that's what it should be. I think
was there enough in the trailer that
you would have been like spoilers, yes.
Oh, really? Oh, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
We got a first look at Carnage. That's a spoiler.
No, not that. All right, I'm talking about.
I already know. Is that really considered a spoiler?
Yeah, I'm kidding around when I say that, but when it comes to like the trailer, does it
like when Tom Holland came in? That could have been a spoiler. I'm kidding.
Dude, imagine they never marketed that. Imagine. And we just see it in the movie.
I would not put it past Sony to do that, like on the second trailer or something, because they did that with Civil War. Sony wanted Spider-Man in the trailer.
They're gonna do it, or you're just gonna like hear you're gonna hear one of the Spider-Man's voices in like the back, like Toby or Andrews, right? Like just leave it for the movie if it's even happening. You know, watch,
the reason
they're not gonna show up. They're not even gonna show up, and people are gonna be pissed.
You know what's great about at least word of mouth back in the day? That it was a lot like telephone.
It always got misconstrued.
You know what I mean?
Another,
it's
right?
just like, oh, I heard, like when I remember hearing about the X-Men trailer, the first X-Men trailer growing up. Oh, I heard Spider-Man's going to be in it. And it is true. Like Kevin Feige was fighting to have Spider-Man in there, but like there was some legal issues or whatever.
There was no proof of Spider-Man on set, like ever.
Exactly. Ever. And it was just word of mouth, you know, and it kind of kept you guessing. So when you go to see the movie, you just disappoint yourself in a sense.
Yeah, that would have been an insane reveal.
Yeah. But nowadays, you throw someone in the trailer who you didn't know was going to be in there at all. That just kills the whole surprise of it all, because I mean, it depends on who you are, because I feel like if I would have seen Spider-Man in the Civil War trailer, it would have just been like, I don't know if that moment would have hit the same in theaters.
Did you know he was showing up though?
Yeah, because of social media. Like it was inescapable. I didn't follow any pages.
That literally broke the internet. That broke the internet when that happened.
That broke the internet. And then I saw the screenshot of him holding Cap's shield. I was like, oh, that's it. Now when I know he's coming up, like the moment is kind of ruined. Yeah.
But like, I think it's like, see, for me watching the trailer, right? When I watched it, I was so hyped. I was like, oh shit. Like what the fuck? Like I was literally in the library. Like I remember where I was when I was watching it. I was like super hyped up in the fucking college library, making an idiot of myself, you know. And hello.
Oh shit. Yeah, we could hear you.
Okay. All right, sorry. My mic just went bonkers for a second.
Damn. It's because you closed the window, bro. Should have left it open.
But like, I feel like I get that feeling from the trailer. You know what I mean? Like that feeling of like, whether or not I was in the theater or or watching the trailer, I think the feeling's the same, to be honest. Because the first time you're seeing it, you see most of the scene anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't think it would have hit differently.
I understand.
So it hit you the same? It hit you the exact same? Like watching it the first time on the trailer and then watching it in theater?
No. Well, in the trailer, I was more hyped, obviously.
Exactly, because it's your first impression.
But my point is, if it's like I'm just getting that first impression earlier than you are. That's literally how I view it.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the first time you saw BBS, when you saw the warehouse scene, you were like, oh my god.
Oh yeah,
and then you looked around,
cool.
Everyone was like, like we already know, like because we saw it, like all right.
That sucks. That wasn't. I didn't even know. I still haven't seen that trailer.
I don't think that sucks because it's like when they saw it originally, they were probably all like,
wouldn't you want like the whole theater to just be like, yeah? Imagine everybody in the theater. That's my one thing. Imagine everybody in the theater didn't see that Batman warehouse scene right on their phones. Mm-hmm. Everybody would have been like, holy shit. I mean, that's the low key we still were because like I only saw it once like on my phone and like it was like a couple weeks before. So when I saw it again, but like on the big screen and like IMAX and all that shit, I was like, fuck yeah. I just sat back. I was like, yep, dope.
Yeah, I think that is the only drawback, I guess, you know, like experiencing it as a huge, you know,
event.
Group of people who, you know, like Endgame was one of the most insane experiences.
Bro, see, imagine if you saw Cap picking up the hammer in the trailer.
Yeah, that would have been.
I still would have been hyped. I would have been hyped in the trailer.
No,
like, and I would have felt what I'm saying is I would have felt what I felt in the theater just at an earlier time.
Mark, you know why I understand. I disagree with that?
It's people's reactions, and you're looking around at other people, and you're sharing the experience, and I get it. So that's the only differentiator there.
Because I'll
give you that. So,
for that, I literally looked at Brian when it was happening, and I was like, I think that was Cap, and like he like kind of gave me like a look like no fucking way, and then when he caught it again, dude, we both
we all yelled. We were all yelling.
Let's fucking go. Yeah. Even Thor was with us. He's like, I fucking knew it. He's like, I knew he could pick it up.
But you can't. But at the same time, it's like you can't compare Endgame to every movie because that's 10 years of buildup. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's like there's also that.
It's that moment though. Like imagine that moment specifically in the trailer. Like that would have sucked.
Yeah, I understand what Mark is saying. You can make a case for both kind of instances where
I'm saying
something that's being built up,
right,
as to something that's just being revealed.
Like a Venom. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're building up to Endgame. You're obviously, yes, you want those moments to hit as fucking hard as possible, and I nailed it to the fucking T. Mm-hmm. But you have a movie like in Venom, like in this trailer, right? Mm-hmm. They reveal what Carnage looks like. So are you telling me that you're in the theater, that reaction would have hit differently than if you didn't see it?
I'll let you know in October.
Oh, I'll watch his reaction. I guarantee you it's going to be exactly like mine.
Okay. All right. And I mean, my expectations are
maybe
well, he actually may not be in a movie theater by then because he might have just walked out.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, he's probably gonna be like, nah, chill. Andy Serkis directed this.
I'm not. There's no. You know what? I watched 8 minutes of that, and then my day just went, bro. I just stopped.
Of what? Mortal Kombat?
No, it's because I had to go do laundry. I just never cared to really go back.
Bro,
go back to what?
You did not want to
come back.
Dude said, I watched 8 minutes.
Wow. I saw 8 minutes, and then I had to go. But
that's all you could give it.
The first 8 minutes. All right, from what I could tell you so far,
Can you dictate a movie from its first 8 minutes?
No, it's really unfair. It's really unfair. I'm just going off of the first 8 minutes. Like it's I don't want to shit on the rest like of the film. Right. I'm just saying, critiquing just the first 8. There's something very strange. Like it feels hollow. Like it feels like it needs more depth to it because Sub-Zero shows up and it's just like, oh, y'all had beef?
Wow, spoilers.
Oh. Yeah, so like let me tell you what my idea was. I wish they took, and this isn't spoilers because I literally wanted them to make a whole movie in that era between Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
That's another thing
that would have been so cool. And then
time threw me off. I was just like 16, 17.
Yeah, I was like, why don't you just make a whole movie? If you want to go back to 16, 17, you know how cool that would be? Like a Ghost of Tsushima, basically.
Oh my goodness. And my guy, and you know, I spent so much time with a project I'm working on that I'm very familiar with the guy who plays Hisashi, Scorpion. Mm-hmm. I'm very familiar with that actor. I'm sorry I don't know his name right now, but he's great. I love him. He's awesome. It's just there was something about, like his acting didn't kill me. Like there was nothing about his acting that threw me off or anything. The choreography so far, I understand what they're going for. It's pretty, extensive. There's a lot of movement going on, but it's just really on the nose. The whole spear thing. Oh wait, JB still hasn't seen it.
Well, you're talking about.
I probably won't.
You're talking about the thing that he throws.
Yeah, it's just like, the sharpest garden tool on earth, bro.
That's your weapon.
Like, come on, like,
yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Like, use it sometime. That should be like a side weapon that you use, like
that's but that's like his iconic. I get it.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I get it. Why?
And as a fan of the games,
it's cool. Yeah,
I understand the fan service of it, but coming off of the first Mortal Kombat in the 90s and then Annihilation, the sequel to that, I expected them to come back with something. Wow, I'm talking like as if I finished it, but so far the first 8 minutes, I'm like, okay.
I thought you couldn't judge a movie.
No, I can't. But I'm just going off the first 8 minutes.
Yo,
if this is what it's gonna be like,
right?
Why I don't want to watch it? Because it's Warner Brothers and it's less than 2 hours. A Mortal Kombat movie. I said it last time I was here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it again. And from again, I'm not going off of what other people are saying. I'm just going off of what I know that I'm not gonna like it. Now I understand when people mean they're not gonna like it before they even watch the movie. But I have a reasoning behind it. It's because I know the company.
I understand.
I know the company, and I know the runtime. And I'm just like, those are two things that just weren't gonna work to begin with.
And like, if you could have. That's why I said, like, if you want to make it under 2 hours, base it in that time, in that, era, whatever, because they started in, feudal Japan. Like, start there. That's okay. Make your whole film about that.
Bro, and
then have it prequel the fucking future. Like, and then you could set up more, like, the actual Mortal Kombat.
Mark, like, let's write the script, bro.
How many scripts have we got to write? Green Lantern?
I played Mortal Kombat maybe 3 times in my life. Like an actual strict Mortal Kombat game. I barely played them. So like, how the fuck am I coming up with a better idea? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think I touched on this a bit with JB also about how Warner Brothers has licensing to some pretty fire shit.
Yo, Mark.
What?
If they were smart, right? They could have built up the Justice League, built up the Mortal Kombat universe, and then have one huge crossover down the line. Like, if they were smart,
Superman would have watched everybody. It wouldn't have been fair.
No, but it's very Elseworlds heavy. Yes. So but specifically talking about Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Their history is so tragic and fucking messy. I love it. It is like there is a good story behind those two. That is great. I'm talking about it's generational.
Bro, why do they want to rush everything? Why does Warner Brothers want to rush?
You know what the thing is? Because all right, you know why? Because I mean, I don't really know why, but I'm assuming is that this intellectual property is a risk potentially. You have a rated R video game movie. That checks those are all red flags to the studio.
I get it. Yeah, video games definitely, but rated R is changing. I think rated R is really...
I understand.
Look at the superhero genre. After Joker...
I understand.
Joker changed the... Deadpool and Joker changed the game.
It is still a risk, though. They will still consider it a risk because...
fucking idiots.
Tell me what the gross is
Mark
right now.
Mark is stressed, bro.
Yeah, tell me... I don't like seeing Mark like that. I don't like seeing Mark like that.
Right.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
What is the gross so far? How much money has Mortal Kombat really made Warner Brothers?
Wait, this movie or
this film?
Total? Well,
this film.
That's unfair to sort of judge in terms of box office, obviously because of the pandemic. But I heard it is doing well on HBO Max, and there are talks for a potential sequel. But
I know,
lit. Listen, I'm gonna finish it. Though.
Ariel's gonna be can the first 8 minutes be of the second one be better than the first?
I want to say something so bad.
Say it.
Nah, chill. You're gonna
a
spoil it,
spoiler,
bro.
though.
Yeah. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
I thought it was just like whatever. I was like,
So,
dude, what the
dude,
fuck?
I'm telling you
whatever you're
guys-
expecting, don't.
Yeah, I'm not. Starting out, it was very awkward. The scene where
So
where
stupid.
Bihan is.
I just know you're not gonna like it. Like I know
Dude,
you. I know
Bihan-
your taste. We know
It's
your
just
taste.
so
hate it.
weird.
You're gonna
It's
hate it, dude.
it's so weird. Like how they just presented the whole like beef. It was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
You know, kind of like how
scrapping.
Tom and Jerry. You know, all right.
Yep.
Like, Tom and Jerry, they see each other as on sight, but you get it. It's a cat and a mouse.
Right.
You see Bihan and Hanzo Hasashi, and you're just like, as a general audience goer, I'm gonna pretend like I've never played Mortal Kombat in my life. I'm being introduced to these characters for the first time. It's just like,
I think I was
okay,
muted.
one is wearing blue, one is wearing yellow. I guess they're fighting
Right.
each other. Oh, I guess you want to kill me.
So stupid.
It's just like, oh, all right, this is what's happening. No, give me some depth to it. Give me a reason behind it. And the games elaborate on that incredibly well. And
I saw some shit, and I'm gonna pull it up here because, and it's not particularly talking about like Mortal Kombat or anything like that, but it more went along the lines of like how movies are starting to become less creative and more like cookie cutter, consumer, based like films.
You know
like,
why?
There's no more heart and no more depth into some of them, into
because
franchises especially.
Exactly, because a lot of these films are conveyor belt films where it's just like, listen, we don't want to confuse the audience because the studios are, number one, I'm sure they're afraid of turning the audience off, especially Warner Brothers with the experience they felt they've had on their end dealing with their intellectual properties.
Right.
Like, for example, the test audiences for BVS, I'm sure they weren't that confident in it.
Right.
So hearing it from Zach himself.
it was right. And we'll get into that. This was real quick. It was Marvel Studios Disney Plus shows don't use showrunners, and that has some TV writers worried.
They have don't they have showrunners?
Apparently,
don't they have executive producers?
Well,
how's that?
Well, that's what they're saying, because that's what the article is basically about, is because they have Feige who sort of oversees like the whole thing. So there's not really anyone that's particularly.
So he does their job.
Right.
Basically.
Okay.
So they have screenwriters. It's the same shit.
So, okay, I'll read the article just so maybe get more clarification.
Yeah.
A spokesperson for Disney declined to comment for the story, but privately, insiders say this should not be a surprising development. Marvel Studios has always operated differently, transforming franchise filmmaking into essentially a massive ongoing TV show. Just one that audiences watch in theaters. Why would Feige and his team change the most successful storytelling framework in Hollywood history now that they're actually making TV? For writers...
No, finish, bro. Finish. I'm sorry.
For writers outside the company, however, Marvel's decision to diminish the wide creative autonomy showrunners have traditionally wielded in TV, with directors and executives not just calling more shots within the production, but also sitting in the writer's room and requesting rewrites, touches a particularly raw nerve. So,
Mark, you want to go first?
So they have screenwriters. They're showrunners. They're just the producers. Right? Or like more.
Yeah. Like
they're just having other people do it. It's a combined thing.
What is
That's what it sounds
I
like.
am sorry. Yeah. I do not want to experience a film that feels like it's Grey's Anatomy. I mean, shout out to the people who are fans of that. But if he's saying it's like a long-running TV show, so films aren't supposed to have character development. Films aren't supposed to have cohesion
that spans over everything. It's like a universe.
Okay,
but it's a universe.
I understand that they don't like it, but it's just like, okay, so then you want it to be everything standalone, and I guess fine if you want it to be standalone. But I mean, it's all subjective. But I don't get the hate there. It's successful, and they're successful at what they do.
I don't
the
know.
formula works.
I don't know. It does, but I'll read here this last quote. Another Emmy-winning writer puts it even more bluntly. I will never work on a Marvel TV show. They do have a showrunner. It's Feige, which is fine. I just wouldn't want to work that way. That's all.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Like,
it's so each his own, bro.
Clickbait ass article.
Yeah, that was a super clickbait.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of dumb. It's just whatever.
Yeah, never read that again.
My fault, yo. So instead of reading IMDb comments, I'm reading shitty clickbait articles.
Yeah, that's like
no
some
sense.
BuzzFeed shit. Like,
Before you even read it, I was like,
it literally sounds like somebody like a writer that got dubbed by Feige. Like, yo, like his shit is buns, bro.
Yeah, fuck Feige,
But,
man.
Because I'm pretty sure if you got hired to write on a Marvel show, you'd be like, yo,
how much you paying?
I'm chilling.
All right.
The dude was just tight that like he like sneezed like and Feige didn't say God bless you. He was like, word.
Yeah,
like, yo, that Feige guy's a dick.
I'm sorry because I am a fan of both. If something can stand alone, lit. If something has cohesion and has a thread that holds everything else together and pays off well, awesome. As long as it's good, like if it works and it's good, I'm a fan of it. I don't want to also trash Hollywood for having a certain aspect of its films being a certain way because, yeah, the MCU is like that, but Warner Brothers isn't like that. What Sony's doing isn't like that. What Universal's doing isn't like that.
And they're all garbage.
I mean, I wouldn't say that they're garbage solely because they're not connected. I feel like they're garbage because they're not consistent.
Right. They're not consistent and they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Like they have no clue.
Well,
they're like, oh yeah, we're not gonna do it like that, but they have no clue what else to do. So
now that it seems like the NDAs are up and the marketing is done for the Snyder Cut, Zach is just taking his shots at them. Today, right? It came out. He said, WB still tortured me the whole time for whatever reason. They can't help it. I don't know why I'm such a fucking pain in their ass because I'm not trying to be, honestly.
Imagine working and literally just clocking in, doing what you got to do.
And somebody in a suit.
Your boss is like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you doing that?
Do it like this. It's like it takes you 10 hours longer to do it like that.
And on something they said, you know what, we'll do it your story. And it's still not his story.
Yep.
So Ariel, I don't know if you saw, Zach did give us, off the phone, so it's like blurry, but it showed like
I saw the picture.
With Green Lantern. So cool. It's just like, right, it's like whatever. It's like whatever, cool. Like it would have been nice to see it. Obviously we're not gonna be like release that like on HBO Max as an extra.
No, that's a thing on Twitter.
That's what I'm saying. But and like I'm cool with it not being it. Like if it gets put on, like awesome, dope, I'll watch it. But at this point, I'm glad. I'm glad Zach's done working with them. Like, I've come to terms with it because it's just like I'm putting. What does Ray Fisher always say, right? Accountability over entertainment. It's like, do I want the Snyderverse? Of course I would, but not under these circumstances, not at all.
Fam, I've been telling y'all this, like even when we found out, yo, do not expect this shit to go past this because if it took this long for them to go, oh yeah, you know what? That's to me in Spanish, that's what I call haciéndolo sin gana. Like right. You're doing it with
you're not doing it with any sort of passion.
With love.
Yeah. Like you're not doing it because you want to. You're doing it because I guess fine. Like so they could shut up. And also he even said it when he did that video for Variety that was so great.
That was awesome. Was it Variety or was it I think it was Vanity Fair?
Vanity Fair, I'm sorry.
I know their shit I got confused too.
I know that V, bro. Yeah. That V. But when he mentioned that the circumstances in which they wanted to bring it back is just like, no, like, why would I do that? Like, imagine years later, they go, fine, we'll do it, but, the raw footage only. So these niggas shut up.
Yo, that's what they told him. He was like, you're bugging, bro.
And on top of that, and I also mentioned this before, to be honest, the pandemic is also kind of the reason they move forward because there's nothing really going on. The VFX houses were They need work.
It,
you
it
know,
was like, Zach said in the video, though. It was just a match made in heaven. Like it was just
exactly.
it was meant to be. And I'm so
it was meant to be.
like
yeah.
It
I'm
the
really
stars
glad
aligned. The stars aligned
exactly.
for once, and they were just like, yo,
exactly.
this needs to happen.
Exactly.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
really glad. I'm really also glad that I got to enjoy it with good people. You know, I'm glad I was around you guys to still experience it.
That was still an awesome experience. Yeah.
Longest night of my life.
3 in the morning. I was like,
bro, but you know,
it happened.
I'm glad. It happened, but it's just unfortunate that people still felt the need to go, nah, restore it. We need it back. And like Zach, like he appreciates the love, but like fam, like you really want it that bad.
No, but I think a lot of people are still gonna hold out hope until Zach himself says. But I think Zach right now is sort of saying it in the sense that he's literally saying Warner Brothers is anti-me. He's anti-Snyderverse.
Yeah.
They're anti-Snyderverse. But
that's not gonna happen, dude.
I don't think he's too like, he doesn't shut it down because like he said that if they do call him, he'll do it. So that still shows like how much he cares about like the fans.
Yeah,
he cares about the.
But he'll do it, but it has to be a very specific circumstance.
It has to be under hit, that's why it's never gonna work because they're gonna want it one way, and he's gonna want it. He's gonna want it his way. But either we're gonna do it the way I fucking want to do it.
Like he would have to. To me, the very drastic circumstance where that would have to work is him going, "Yo, I have like $1 billion to fund this. What's up? Distribute it, and I'll make it." Like that guy. That is like the very like really out there. I'm just being obviously exaggerative, but he's like, yo, I'll fund it myself. Like just let me fucking do it. Like, what are you guys really doing with the IP anyway? So whatever.
But luckily, man, my guy is on to Netflix, and Netflix treating him like a king, bro. They're like, oh, you want to do a what? A zombie heist movie? Yeah. When can you start? Like, literally, yo, you should watch that interview where he was just like, the guy looked at me and he was just like, can you start shooting next week? And Zach's like, what? He was like, yeah, you have the script. Let's start shooting next week. And Zach was like, shit, dope. Bro, he said, and in that Vanity Fair one, he said that he had the script. He had
it written a long time ago, decades ago. Yeah.
And so Eunice, myself, and Kayla were actually going into the city to watch it. Zach's going to be there for a Q&A after.
Oh, awesome. A lot of, y'all got to be reporters, bro.
Yo.
Y'all got to be reporters. Hi, from the Bugle.
You know who's moderating? Grace. So I get to see Grace too.
Wow.
I'm intrigued. I hope, when is that? That's next, that's the day of, right?
This Monday, yeah. So,
this Monday coming up? Day of surgery?
So, yeah, day of surgery.
Jermaine.
Jermaine. But the thing with that is, what happened?
It's like Cole.
Oh, I thought you say yo. Like I thought some crazy shit happened.
No.
News broke.
What's it called? So it released.
Ben just followed us.
It released in theaters today, and then it's releasing next Friday on Netflix. So it's gonna have a little bit of a runtime in theaters. So we're going to the Paris Theater, which is operated by Netflix. So we're going into the city.
Check that out. Netflix has
dude.
That's interesting.
Netflix is just one step ahead right now.
I mean that is a great way for them to make their money. What they put into production back.
Exactly.
It's a great way to do that.
And especially when the world starts to open up a bit. Like I'm so excited. I'm gonna be sitting in a movie theater on Monday. Like I haven't felt that in over a year. Birds of Prey in February.
Yeah, Birds of Prey was the last film.
So it's like,
I
am so excited. I cannot wait. Hopefully I get to ask Zach a question. If not, it's okay. Experience.
What are you going to ask him?
I don't know yet. I've been contemplating.
How
would you do Man of Steel 2?
Is the Snyderverse being restored?
This is some bullshit.
He would be like, get the fuck out.
He'd be like,
someone get this guy out of here.
Come on, guys.
Yo, imagine.
It would be.
Are you busy? it would either so one of my questions would probably be an army question. Obviously, I'm at the Army of the Dead premiere. Like I'm not gonna ask him a Snyder Cut question.
Yeah, please don't be.
What was it like working with Henry Cavill?
Yeah, you know you're gonna hear some very basic ass questions. You're gonna hear some very surface, like very
Yeah, mine was actually gonna be about that Vanity Fair thing and how he said that he wrote the script back in 2004, and I was gonna sort of ask like, from then until now, how much did the script change and how much stayed true to when you first wrote it?
Great question.
Incredible question.
Thanks, guys.
Yo, nobody
I fucking love it.
Yo, Ariel, hold off on this. Hold off on this podcast till after, and then drop it. But it was either that, but his wife is also going to be there, so I kind of wanted to make it maybe like a two-parter. Right? Like maybe I should ask them like, when you're stumped, Zach, like, how often does Debbie come in and sort of, give you that sort of push that you need?
Come on, man.
Boom. Heartwarming.
You giving away too much free game.
You just be like, yo, I have a two-parter. I have a two-parter. One, how much does the script change? Two, and then
invite him. Invite him on the pod.
You should be. Invite them both. Invite them both.
Yo, and how much does Debbie? Can you come on our podcast? Just midway change.
I have a podcast that I host. No big deal. It's actually kind of close to here. If you're free after this,
after this. Oh, actually, there's a hospital that Ariel's at. Maybe we could stop by there and do it there.
I'm going home the same day.
Yo, I just show up with like mad camera, like all the lights, like Zach with me.
And I'm just in the recovery room, like, dead ass, bro. I'm still clapping anesthesia.
Yo, hey,
is this real?
He's like slapping you. Wake up.
Yo, dude, can you like, please? Yo, how's the
soundboard? The soundboard.
Where's at the soundboard?
And I'm just like, with the IV still in, like.
But he's like doing it. He's actually like doing it, just like mid anesthesia. He's like, yep, like it just works out. But no, it would be there. I would definitely send him. Well, first I would congratulate him and Debbie. First things first. I'm like, as fans of your work, like we could not be happier for the two of you. Second would be the invite, and I'll be like, hey, we're on Vero. You can follow us on there. And
but this is just in one theater, right? Like he's not gonna go around to like.
Right.
Okay.
Like he will be there. Like after the showing of the 7th. I hope so.
Bro, he's gonna be in the audience. You know that, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, I told Caleb
that. Sit right next to him.
Yo, imagine he comes in. He's just like, hey.
Nah, because the way the theaters are set up,
you wouldn't be able to focus. You wouldn't be able to focus.
I'll be looking at him the whole time, like.
You start texting things in your phone. You start pointing it towards him, like asking him questions right there.
Like, no, I just pull up like my Snapchat code.
Snapchat.
Zach actually on Snapchat. He has a score of like 100, like 1 million.
Yo, he's like, yo, you want to start a streak? Like, I have like a 1,000-day streak with somebody. Like, maybe we could start one up too.
Fam, streaks.
But so then it'll be the invite and then the question.
All right.
I hope that's how it goes. Maybe not.
Confirmed, bro. Confirmed.
If that's how it happens,
the invite's the most definite part of that.
Yeah,
that's definitely happening.
Yeah, like if I start fucking up, I'm just gonna invite him. If I'm just like,
come to the pod.
I just give my address.
Come to the pod.
I just start speaking a different language. I just change it up to Portuguese.
Zach, so was there any point que a veces tú tienes unos cuantos problemas escribiendo la página de la película?
I just faint. I get the microphone, it's like done.
You're just like, hi, I work for Warner Brothers. Zach's like, get him out. Get him out.
Zach's just like, I mean, Eunice just he's like
Yo, Eunice I guarantee you the whole time. Yo, where is Eunice, bro? I'm gonna hit him.
Yo, we were just talking about him earlier. Yo, there's always a celebration.
Is over.
Right. PTO is done. PTO is done.
I'm telling you right now, Mark is human resources for a reason, and I'm sure he could file some sort of grievance against Eunice or something. Because
this is ridiculous.
He's getting a warning. He's getting a warning.
We understand you're off for religious leave, but this was purely for leisure.
No, I think it was for for religious reasons.
Why?
Sick.
I swear. I asked
Six
him.
Flags?
He's going with his family there for what's the other one called? The one that just happened?
Aid Murbach?
Yes.
Moonbark?
I'm so sorry. I don't know how to
I'm
pronounce
sorry
it.
if I butchered that.
But he said he's going to Six Flags with his family for that.
Oh, okay.
Yo, what if everyone else is like, what the fuck is he talking about? That shit been over. What are you saying?
That shit been over last week.
Yo, he's just
chilling.
on the rise, like, yeah, like.
Nah, I spoke to him last night.
He's like on top of King the Kai. He's like, fuck the Chillin With Villains, I'm free.
I got our YouTube page.
Unity.
X2 Unity.
Oh my God, X2 Unity.
Yo, nah, you know what was bad funny last week, and I don't know why this was funny to me, is
What?
he followed us on Twitter, right, off his Unity page, and like I think his bio is three Y's because 2 were taken, and I don't know why that just had me cracking up. Like it used to remind me of like the passwords I used to create. And I'll put
just
like
added extra Y's.
Add extra Y's or whatever, and it'll be like password is still taken. I'm like, yo, how, bro? I added 21 Y's into this motherfucker. What are you saying is taken?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is taken? No way.
Yo, what do you mean? Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is taken. Like shit. That one definitely is taken. Like somewhere.
Sure it is. You know somebody has an Instagram account that's Restore the Snyder.
Yo, I hate accounts that are like that. That are just fucking like
they're
user
spammy. They're spammy.
1722999.
Yeah, they're spammy. Those are spam accounts. Those are bots.
Yo.
Spammies.
But so hopefully I get that down packed and I'm able to get that shit done. But yo, stay tuned, y'all. We'll take a quick break and then we're gonna talk about a little bit of the Marvel stuff that's coming up and sort of our schedule moving forward for these next couple months, just so you guys know. I'll let you guys know what's happening with that Wonder Woman giveaway. Don't know why I said it like that. And we'll talk a little J. Cole. So stay tuned. And if not, well, that's pretty mean. All right. I got my little beer. Welcome back, y'all. If y'all still tuned.
Okay.
Some of y'all may be wondering, like, why are y'all talking about whatever? Like, why aren't y'all doing Bad Batch? Well, it's because we didn't watch Clone Wars or Rebels. So that's why. But, guys, that might change very soon. Eunice is teaching me how to edit. I downloaded Final Cut Pro Arial. You'll be happy to know. Flex. 90-day free trial. That is such a...
That is incredible, bro. You have 3 months
free. Hey,
3
try it.
months
Hey,
free.
Hey. There's like, hey, just try it out for 3 months. Yeah, 3 months.
Try it out. Let me know if it pays for itself.
Yo, that's what happened with me with YouTube Premium, bro.
Premium?
Yo, but and like I stopped paying for it for a little bit. Or are you trying to remember if you
no, I'm just the thing is that I'm not gonna act like I wasn't like a cool guy and like got premium. I've had premium before, but bro, that's expensive. Like I wish they had like an annual thing.
No, it is. Dude, that's why I stopped paying it. But they're smart because you know why? They gave me those 3 same months, right? I'm like, oh, I could log off the app. I was like, oh, look at that. I can not have ads. 2 ads, 4 ads in a video, depending on the length.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, 3 months of that, dude, it sticks in you. That is instilled in you now. Every time I get an ad now, I am very upset. I'm like, fuck me, and I'm so tempted.
It gets annoying, but
it's expensive, dude. It's expensive.
I just let it rock because you know what I noticed, that if you let the ads just cook, you don't really get them as frequently because when you skip it, they kind of treat it like Spotify, like, oh, word?
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 Buns? We're buns?
Jermaine?
Here's 3 more.
Oh?
Here's 3 more. But yeah, so I got Final Cut Pro, so I will be I'll be catching up the best I can to I'll probably do what I'll do is a reaction video to the Clone Wars series finale. Because I've never seen it, obviously, so I think it'd be cool to show y'all that. I'll probably do one for Rebels as well.
Okay.
And then I'll do one for Bad Batch, and maybe if we're all caught up to Bad Batch, we could do one together. Because that's not gonna until July, right?
Bro, no, August.
Wow.
August 16th is the last episode. There's 16 episodes.
Oh, I had fucking time then.
Yeah.
You say that
trust
now,
me, I got
and then,
time.
And then it's a week until, and then you're like,
before
oh.
I'm like, I'm binging it. Oh, God.
So that's what's happening.
I was like,
We wish if this was the only thing we did for a living, trust me, we would. That's all we would be doing. We would just watch all of this. We would be cooking to all of this.
Exactly.
But for animated stuff, 100%. Besides Invincible, because Invincible was just on a different level of like shows. Loaded. So for next season, we will be doing every episode. But for things like especially Star Wars, like obviously the live action stuff we'll do every week. But for the animated, we'll try and do just the finales, or maybe we'll do like the last couple of episodes or something like that, until further notice, until we're able to have more time to really do a whole season of that. Because right now we got Loki coming up in 2 weeks, right? June 9th.
Yeah.
Wow, the day after I come back.
And we'll be collabing with Bingetown podcast for
Are we doing it for the premiere?
We could do it. I just didn't know if I didn't know what episode you guys wanted.
We just gotta see, because
Oh wait, actually, there's only 6 episodes of Loki, right?
Loki,
yeah. So why not? I mean,
premiere, right? Fuck it.
The premiere or the finale, like whatever,
right. Yeah, because
the premiere. Let's do the premiere.
Yeah.
What's happening is dropping on Wednesday, probably because of Bad Batch on Fridays. So
yeah, that's what it is. They don't want it to.
But just switch Bad Batch to Wednesdays, like.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Star Wars,
bro. People are on that.
Yeah.
No. People like it's at the end of the day, it's fucking animated. I don't see anybody fucking posting about it. I barely see it.
I see it on Twitter and shit.
At least on Instagram, I barely see it. It's like, yo, people are gonna watch Loki.
But
people aren't gonna watch. Not saying people aren't watching Bad Batch, probably more. Mm-hmm. But if you put it on Wednesday, right? It's just like you know that more people are gonna like for the creatives, or the reactionaires or whatever. They're gonna would obviously prefer it on a Friday, most likely.
Yeah, but I just think that going forward, dude, Loki has 6 episodes. Bad Batch has a whole 10 over it.
So then,
and it already started. It already premiered.
Yeah,
prior.
It already premiered.
My thing is, Mark, and I was saying the same thing at first too. But I'm like, yo. You get home on a Wednesday after work, and you're like, I'm gonna take a quick shower, I'm gonna eat dinner, and I'm gonna watch some fucking Loki. There's something to look forward to on Wednesdays.
On a Wednesday now, and I kind of like the change up too for us, because now is shit in the middle of the week. What's good, guys?
Right.
We here.
Yeah, instead of a whole week. Yeah. But
yeah, exactly.
There's that rumor that Eunice sent us where they might be changing it up. Like 1 week it's Wednesday, the next it's like
that shit is so fucking ass.
What's wrong with that? I think that's pretty cool marketing. Because word of mouth gets around, yo.
Yeah,
who knows?
I agree, but I didn't like the concept. I'm like, no, just keep it Wednesday. Like, I guess I'm buzzed.
Of change. Humans afraid of change is incredible.
But today it was announced that we do have a Marvel show in August. We do have What If premiering in August. So we got Loki June. We have Black Widow July. And we have What If August.
That's a W to me. And then I think September is Shang-Chi or Eternals or one of them. Absolutely. And then November is Eternals. And then December Spider-Man. So we're only missing October, but
no, October's Dune, bro. I'm all there. And No Time to Die.
I'm talking about I'm talking about superhero. I'm talking about superhero.
Yo, all right, Dune is gonna be. I forgot about Dune. I can't wait for that.
Yo,
wait,
Denis Villeneuve.
Who did that? Warner Brothers. She's gonna be at. Nah, but it's Denny. It's Denny. I'm bugging. But
yeah. There's a lot of things that go on.
So you guys, we have a shit ton in store. I cannot wait for all this. I cannot wait to share it and experience it with all you guys.
The return of Supercut Night when I am good to get off my crutches.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't want to make any promises. But if I did the calendar math right, my therapist
don't give us false hope.
My therapist said that 6 weeks from surgery would be the middle of June. No, I'm bugging. That math is way off.
Wait, do you think you'll be able to go to the theater with us for Black Widow?
1, 2.
We're watching at home, right? Because it's on Disney Plus.
Exactly. Like I'm probably just I'll spend way less money. Yeah.
We'll get our own goddamn popcorn.
Yeah. I think it's 1.
Yo, should we get a slushy machine for the studio?
Bro, that's crazy. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So the last week of June would be when I'm off my crutches. That's when I'm like last good to. Yeah. So nice. If you guys want to get together one night to.
Nah,
I'm good. You can watch it by yourself on your computer. I don't care.
I'll put it on a projector in Brooklyn or something.
Just like the biggest projector you could find, just like all over Manhattan. It's just your supercut.
Yo, enjoy the next X amount of time, because I don't want to reveal how long the supercut is yet. But
nice. I'm so
and
excited.
The supercut I'm talking about is for Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. I did a mashup of that.
Which you guys saw the trailer for, but we cannot show you the whole thing. Maybe we will someday in a distant future.
I'm sure there's a workaround for that.
Release the aerial cut.
Yeah, release
the
meta cut.
But the aerial cut of Avengers Infinity War, which is my version of it, is just called Infinity War because it is a war, like
for infinity.
Yeah. The real is back. The Vil is back.
No, we talking about him in a second. We talking about him. We talking about.
But yeah, I've in the weeks leading up to my surgery, I've really been like a mad scientist in here. I've told you guys I've been working on like a bunch of different projects.
Yo, that's how you noticed you had to cut your hair, right? When you were like, and they're like,
oh yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh my god, I'm
no
a monster.
Cap, no cap. I remember one night I was working on a trailer, and I had like a breakthrough moment where I'm like, oh shit, I know what to cut in here now. So I did some cuts or whatever. And then I get up, I go to the bathroom and I look in the mirror when I'm washing my hands. I'm like, and my hair is literally like out to here, bro.
Like,
I look like The Weeknd.
He's like, who am I?
I look like I'm on the cover of After Hours.
I know what to cut.
Yeah.
Yo, the aerial cut, the real aerial cut.
Yeah, I know what to cut now. Eureka. It's my hair, bro. But yeah, I am really excited to show.
Dense, bro. Oh my god.
I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been working on. Like this is gonna be freaking fun, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
The BVS film is fucking fire.
Yo,
so
that shit was fucking ass.
Yeah.
No, but topic though.
But last thing before we move on is just same thing with the BVS supercut. How you kind of grew a new like love for it, like you appreciation for it. I hope with what's to come. I hope
that, I mean, I get what you're saying.
You guys, because you both of you have told me like, oh, I haven't seen Infinity War or Endgame in a while, so. It'll kind of be like an in-theater experience again.
I forgot to tell you, I was going to actually put it on a couple weeks back, and I was like, no, I'm bugging. I was like, I got the Supergut coming. Because because it was the anniversary. So, I was just like, ooh, this shit would about
the day of the anniversary, I went back to it because as a creative, that's annoying that when you think you finished, I always think like, oh, the trailer's done. That trailer's done. And then I go back and rewatch it.
Yeah. You're looking at it like through like the rose-colored glasses, like right when you finish something. Yeah. You're like, oh, it's perfect. I'm done.
Like,
and then when you go back,
people probably tell Nolan. People probably tell Nolan like, "Yo, The Dark Knight was a masterpiece." Like, no, it wasn't. He's like, I fucked up in so many places. I could have changed.
There was
this,
a couple things that could have been better, but
if Wanka Bros wasn't up my ass.
Especially when Anne Hathaway, she rammed the motorcycle right into the IMAX camera. That really happened though. Like she crashed. That shit is crazy.
That shit was probably
man, that's 20 G's.
He's like, Anne, what the fuck?
Nah, but the day of the anniversary of Endgame, I was just like, of Infinity War, right? One of them.
I mean, it was both of them. Endgame. Both of them were pretty close though.
Around the same time, yeah. But I went back. I was like, oh, I know what I have to put in. There was like one little slight change that I made, and I was just like, all right, let's do it.
And maybe you'll watch it another time before we actually sit down and watch it, and you'll be like, oh, I'm adding this, so I'm deleting this.
No.
No, I'm not touching it. It's done.
It is done. It is finished. Like I have like a set list set up. It's gonna be cool.
Right. But guys, the Wonder Woman 1984 giveaway. I know it's been a couple weeks. Some of y'all are like, yo, do the numbers. We want our giveaway. I will be doing it. Most likely, am I here next week? What's next week? I think I'm here next week.
21st. The 21st.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, we're all here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're all here.
Oh, guys, we're
Terrence Ross.
We're having Terrence Ross, NBA player for the Orlando
Magic.
Yeah,
Super
so
hype,
I think it'll be a perfect time to show my athleticism and throw a dart at a board. So I think I'll be doing it next week.
Athleticism.
Flex.
Like I'll jot down who gave me the numbers on YouTube and Instagram, and we'll do it. And then whoever wins, we'll message you, and we'll get your address, and we'll send it over. So it's happening. Don't worry. I still don't want it, so I will be giving it up. So, but you know what? We can talk about now things that are good. Things that are good in life.
Like what?
Like the shirt you're wearing. The shirt that you're currently wearing.
Oh, you mean Dreamville?
Yeah. Jermaine.
You mean 2-6?
Jermaine.
Cole. The real is back. The Ville is back. Dude, Carolina Blue Kicks pedal to the metal.
I was thinking about this before you guys came on, right? And I'm like, I wouldn't consider myself an avid like music. Like obviously I love music. Like I listen to it every single day. But I'm just saying, I know that there's people that do this for a living where they research all this music stuff, know about all this music stuff, music history. I don't know it like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about when you listen to an album and you just like the beat, right? The production of it all, the lyrics. When you just you're like, this is a good song. Like this is a good. That's how I felt pretty much throughout the entirety of this album. I'm just like, wow. Like
out of 10, what would you give it?
And I don't like doing this so early. Like it literally just came out.
Me neither. Because I've listened to it twice.
Right now.
But like I'll give it a 9.5.
Okay. All right.
Do you want me to do like Metacritic? 76 out of 100?
No. I was just wondering.
But
yeah, go ahead.
It's like, to me, like I've always been a J. Cole fan. I think it's funny how the internet tries to make people not appreciate him for what he does, like for music, because he's absolutely changed the hip hop industry. In a time where lots of people were like, oh, there's no more like rappers nowadays. And you just look at two guys, right? Cole and Kendrick, because those two guys are in terms of like, obviously Drake has changed the music game as a whole, right? Not specifically just to hip hop, but when he wants to get in his hip hop bag, he can. But strictly talking hip hop, like Kendrick and J. Cole have just created something, for this new generation. Right.
Well, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I just think that a lot of times that generation of specifically Cole's generation, which includes the likes, because I think there's 5 horsemen in that generation, not 4. And I might sound, maybe I'm the odd one out, but you have Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Big Sean, and Wale are 5 people who came out of that generation. And maybe, yes, some are more successful than others, but I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at their contribution. And I love Wale. I love Big Sean. I've met him. He's great.
Oh, wow.
Like, a lot of people, shout out to Sean, bro.
Yo, a lot of people, though, that's fucked up.
But a lot of people don't, a lot of people really fail to appreciate J. Cole in that sense, because they say, oh, his music is boring because he talks about struggling,
real shit,
college, and
experiences that he's been through, and what most people
his
demographic go through.
Exactly, it's fine. It's fine if it's not for you. It's not for you. But there was something really cool about that generation of guys that I've literally kind of grown up listening to them in a sense, because J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, all those guys I've been listening to since high school.
Yeah.
Literally since high school, since I was in high school. I'm almost 30 years old, and these guys are like in their prime now, to me at least. And I'm like, holy shit. And it's just, and JB, the reason you love it so much is because you've been around it long enough for it to resonate with you in a way that when you hear it, you know that it clicks. It's just like, oh, this is cold. Like, I'm fucking with it. That's it.
Right. Because like,
I mean, you know,
the thing was he, you know, especially when the first Cole song I heard was "In the Morning" with Drake, and like,
wow.
Like, what a vibe, dude. Like, what a like.
And you know what's crazy? Drake, that verse that he did on there, his voice was like crazy raspy because he was just like performing when he sent that verse in. Like yo, I love like that old J. Cole shit. I'm talking about the Come Up, his first mixtape. When I heard that shit, I was just like, oh, let's go. And then when he came out with freaking the Warm Up, oh my God, a classic. Friday Night Lights, a fucking classic. And then when he came out with the 2 packs of Any Given Sunday, when he was releasing a track every Sunday, like a couple, you know.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Then the summer stuff he did, the Cold Summer shit. It's just, bro, like this guy.
Dude, the first album for me where I was like,
oh, the Sideline Story?
No. Oh. Like the first album for me that I listened to and I was like, oh, like from front to back, I was like, oh wow, was Born Sinner.
Bro, Born Sinner is like
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
underrated.
You know what happens with J. Cole a lot? His music really ages well. Like really well.
Absolutely.
Because Born Sinner, dude, like when I was listening to it again, right? Like Ariel was saying, I was in high school listening to Born Sinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this shit is so good. I listened to it, like, let's say, I think the last time I listened to it, it's been a while, probably a year ago. And I'm like, this shit was like, I'm like, what? This shit was heat. Like, this shit was heat. Like, his flow on it, like the features.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, it was an absolutely, like the theme of the album itself.
Yep.
It was great. Just a greatly produced album.
I remember the summer it came out in the summertime, right?
I believe so. Let me see.
And I listened to it on a whim. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll check it out. And I found myself at the first one, I was like, this is good. And the next one, oh my God, this is good. This is good. This is good. And dude, I was playing. Yeah, you're good. And I legit was like, I found myself. I was playing a lot of Xbox during that summer, and I was like, I literally had my music on my headphones while I was playing. I was talking to my friends or whatever, and I would be listening to the fucking album literally on repeat.
Dude, 2013, this dude dropped.
Repeat.
Yeah, June. It came out in June.
June 2013. Yeah, I was going into my senior year of
high school.
High school, yeah. Like, that's crazy, dude. And it's such a summer vibe, that whole album.
It is.
It was perfect. I was like, I was in love with it. And I was like, yo, I have got to start listening to this dude more. And then I went back and listened to all of his old shit. And I was like, oh my God, this is fire too. I mean, I obviously, you know, I heard, you know, a lot of his, like some of his older hits, you know?
Right.
But like, but then I went back and listened to the rest of the album or mixtape, you know?
Right, it wasn't just listening
and I was just like,
right.
Oh my God, this dude is fucking different. Like, I was like, holy shit. And then I just started getting that, like around that time, around high school, I was really exploring hip hop in general. And I got into a lot of artists like during my late high school, like senior year of high school, and in college, like Tribe Called Quest, The Roots, and like a whole bunch of older people, like older generation rappers, or even underground rappers, people who no one's ever heard of. Yeah. But I think they sound great, you know? So I went into hip hop and I just fucking kept listening. And I was like, dude, like J. Cole really sparked that in me. Because it was like one of the first times where I listened to an artist and I was like, who I didn't know already, who had a huge catalog.
Right.
I knew J. Cole, obviously. I keep saying I don't know, but like I knew him. But it was like,
you weren't religiously listening to him.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh, this is a good song, you know, it comes on the radio.
Whatever. Right, exactly.
And then I started really diving into him, and then I was like, yo, I wonder if there's more. And then it literally inspired me to like delve deep into the game.
It's kind of crazy, right? Like how we just start like getting so invested because it hits you a certain way. And that's what I'm saying. Like he hit me a certain way in terms of like what he was saying. And I'm just like, wow, like he's just speaking truth. He's bringing life into his art. And it then I feel like again it goes the same with how we talk about movies, where sometimes people go to the movies to escape, and then they end up watching something real serious, and it's like, I fucking hated it because I just went to go watch it for a good time.
Yeah, I was confused.
And J. Cole, but that's the thing. Like J. Cole, especially in the beginning of his career, he was giving us, music for fun times. Like he has a bunch of like you were saying, you said it for this album, where you wish he had at least a banger or two like at the club, right?
Yeah. For me, the album's like a 9 before people start freaking out on me. The album is a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I took points off was because I know he delivered us like it's crazy how that this album's a 9 with no bangers to me.
Right.
Because I don't have and bangers aren't, I'm not like in the club like, oh yeah, like whatever. But but give me a beat where I make this face.
Right.
Like where I'm like, oh my God, this beat is amazing. Like I didn't have a beat like that on this album. So the fact, and not to say the bad beats were bad, they were good beats, but it wasn't
I know what you mean. It's you wanted like at least one like summer vibe, like, or I'm just like you're cruising, like
2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah,
that
right,
beat, those beats on that album, some of the beats where I was like, exactly.
Bro,
when that
song,
hit,
that song is probably top 10 hip hop songs to me, like all time.
It might be. So
first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, thank God you're back, bro, because I didn't want you missing out on this conversation.
Yeah, what did you? What's up? What I missed?
So basically, we're just sort of talking about how, J. Cole, especially in the beginning of his career, or when we first got into him with, Born Sinner, like it just struck us a certain way, right? And we're talking about how Mark gave it a 9 because the only reason he gave it a 9 was because it didn't have like that one like banger like club hit, or like that one song that will come on the radio all the time because it just has like that sort of beat.
But let me explain.
I'm not know Jermaine, sir.
No, let me listen. Let's listen.
Let me listen.
Let me listen. So what I mean by that is like usually when albums don't have a song like that, or at least a beat where I'm just like, oh my God, like that is a fucking insane beat. Like I didn't have any beats like that on this album. So like the fact that I still would give it a 9, regardless of that.
Right.
Because usually that's a bit that's a little bigger of a thing for me. But that tells you how good his bars are.
Right.
In this fucking album.
Like any other artist for you would have like
oh
if they didn't have a banger hit on a thing, you'd be like, oh, this album's like a 7 and 8.
7.
But because it's 7, Cole, 8. You don't need that because like it's still gonna be a valid album.
To make a really fucking good album, he doesn't need those beats. And I understand and I respect it. I'm not saying that he needs to do that. I'm just saying for me as a listener, I listen to everything. I don't just listen to the beat. I don't just listen to the words. The words are huge for me. Don't get me wrong. They're like, I would say if I had to give it it's probably like,
I'll say 50-50.
70 to
50-50 to me.
Lyrics is 70.
Oh no, I'm lying. I'm capping on that.
Beat is
it's definitely 70-30. If the beat is super hot and the lyrics are meh, I'm still like, yep, this shit is lit. So
it's 70 lyrics.
But I feel my old.
But the thing is, Ariel, what we're saying is a lot of people will troll and a lot of people do that because, and like I was telling Mark, is how when we talk about movies and how sometimes people go to movies to escape, they don't want to see anything serious.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with Cole's music. Like, you want a place to escape, and yet you find yourself and find him talking about real life shit, and you're just like, fuck, I don't want to be here right now. I want to be like, and that's fine. But
that's
to me, like last night, like I wasn't in any kind of mood. Actually, last night, you know what I did? I actually, my friend for my birthday, he gave me all the Game of Thrones books, and I started the first one, and I read the first 20 pages.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
I know, and I'm happy, and I want us to start doing that. I want us to, and I wrote it here in the docket that when we come in to talk, like I want to see if any of us have a new thing of the week that they did, like something new that you've done or experienced.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
I like to. Yeah, I would love to know like if there's anything that you guys would love to put each other onto. Like I really like. I saw this movie. I thought it was kind of cool. Maybe you guys would like it.
Exactly.
I read this comic.
Right.
I'll send you a link. You know what I mean?
Because my thing is, I'm not a big reader.
Put me on.
Right. I'm not a big novel reader. So to me, like, just being like, yo, let me put my phone down. Let me get off the socials. Let me just enjoy a book. And I read the prologue, which gave me the chills because I'm like, I know what this is talking about. I know what this is referring to.
Yeah, but you know the books are they go into greater detail.
Yeah,
they go into
it's a bit different.
I
actually went back. I went on YouTube and I watched the prologue for the actual show, and it was a bit different. But like, still, both of them were just like, wow, awesome. Yep. But that's what I'm saying. So after I finished, reading a couple pages, I was like, oh, it's past midnight. I'm like, and to myself, I'm like, I gotta get to bed. I got work in the morning. But I'm like, I'll just play the first song. And the way he started this album, I'm just like,
yo, 95 South.
I'm like,
punched me in the face. 95 South punched me in the ear and the face. I went like this.
Wow,
dude. Hearing Cameron, who I haven't heard since fucking high school, to be honest. Killer. Like, hearing that, I got chills, bro, because it's just like, oh, wow, like, this feels like this album really gives a mixtape vibe, and I believe he did promote this, like, when we first heard of it. This is a mixtape.
Yeah.
So, just that vibe, I was just like, oh, I love this because it gives me that grimy, real just, yo, I'm spitting bars, and I'm, like, what he said in one of the songs, like, yo, I show niggas how to do it, and they recognize how I do it, so they know that they can't do it how I do it.
Which was the song where he did the Mario Luigi reference?
That was 95 South.
That shit was so cold. Like, I was just like I had that
face. Been all over the internet today.
Yo, I was folding clothes, ironically enough, while listening to J. Cole.
Put an M on your head, now you're Luigi's, bro.
Hey.
I was like, bro.
That Shaq meme where he's just like,
yo, I was in disgust, pure disgust.
Right.
And I was folding clothes, and I literally I was folding a shirt or whatever, and I was like, God damn, this freaking. And then when Lil Jon at the end, put your hood up. I was like,
hype. And Ariel, I was so sorry because, like, you could get spoiled in music too. Because especially with Jermaine, because he never puts, if he has, in his past 2 albums, he didn't have any features. And he didn't put it on here who he was featuring. And so, like, when I heard that shit, like, I was like, what? I was like, that's awesome. And then here's the thing, I don't know what it is. And the reason I like 21, holy shit. Holy shit.
Mayland.
I was actually pretty terrified. I was in the middle of a story.
Junior said I was actually pretty terrified.
Like that low key scared the shit out of me. I was mid conversation and just like all I heard.
That's mad rude, too.
My shits are mad loud, and all I heard was, hey. Yo, you see, while the ladies go out, we're over here in our little Bible study.
Exactly. Girls think that we out here doing crazy shit, and we're here talking about J. Cole.
Right. Like, yo, I don't want to hear that nonsense. But the reason I got into 21 Savage was because of Cole. It just seems like every time they collab, like J. Cole, like 21 is Drake's Rick Ross to Jermaine. Like.
Okay.
When Drake and Ross get on a track, it's just like, wow.
I know 21's gonna bring it.
Yeah,
bro, 21 brings it. He's like, yo, Cole just told me to come on. Like, I'm bringing my A game.
Yep.
And
that's
the
best
thing
rap
for me.
I've ever heard 21 do.
Bro, 21 smoked it. Skated on that shit.
Remember, 21 has had some serious growth as an artist as well.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
With the things he's been dealing with in his career and stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. And it just shows that Cole has a respect for these Southern artists as well.
Yeah.
And him repping the South and stuff. And
he sees the potential in them. Like when he got Lil Baby on, Lil Baby murdered his shit.
I don't have any complaints.
He will kill you.
It was great.
Yo, but like it was just 12 songs. This shit is not even 40 minutes long. Not even 40
39 minutes.
And 8 seconds. And it was just like
Nah, but this shows me that Cole obviously can still rap. This shows me that nothing. I just know that he like Kendrick, like Big Sean, like Wale, like Drake, they're just gonna be like they're the wine era.
Bro,
of the rappers
he's
there.
one of those that is about perfecting his craft,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows he'll never perfect it. But that's why to us it's a masterpiece because we don't know it like he does. To him, like we were just talking about Nolan with The Dark Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably listening back to this album. He's like, hold
damn,
on.
I should have mixed that different.
Yo, they're literally playing the album next door.
Wow.
Oh, no, I'm lying. That's Drake. I lied. Sorry. Okay. I had sex Valentine's Day, okay? I heard that part.
Okay.
So, but right, like to him, he's probably listening back to this. He's like, yeah, this was cool. Could have been better, but it was cool. Cold World.
Mm-hmm.
But, and
hey.
and the thing is, right, like we were talking about, but to me now, I listened to this twice, right? I listened to it last night, listened to it this morning, and I can't wait to listen to this a year from now. Because, like we were just saying, Cole's stuff ages really well.
Absolutely.
Like, Born Sinner aged tremendous.
Sinner. Bro, I remember listening to Land of the Snakes for the first time.
My goodness.
And I'm getting goosebumps talking about it right now because I'm a huge Outkast fan.
Right.
And he sampled an Outkast song on that, and I'm just like, oh, shit, he's doing this.
That just reminded me, the Damian Lillard thing that he put, that was on the track. Tough.
Yo, Dame Dollar, bro.
Fire. Like,
no cap. I thought he was gonna like rap. I thought like
Dame was gonna be on it.
Just like, I got kind of hyped. I was just like,
imagine Dame was like, yo, Cole, you want me to give a verse? And Cole was like, oh nah, bro. The quote is that the interview. That's cool. You don't gotta hop on. But Dame's like, but I want to hop on. Cole's like,
Dame could rap though. Dame could fucking rap.
Cole's like, yeah, it's all right. I just want the.
It's cool. It's cool.
The interview tape. Is that all right with you still? Cool. All right. but nah, yeah, I haven't heard him rap like that, but I'll give him a listen.
Yeah, he has good stuff out.
But what I was gonna say too, Ariel is. Oh, they're still playing Drake. They're playing my favorite, like one of my favorite Drake songs right now.
Which one?
With Lil Baby, Wants and Needs. That shit is crazy.
Lil Baby's verse, once again, not an issue with it, man.
No role models, Ariel. Is it top 10 hip hop songs of all time?
Top 10 hip hop songs of all time?
Right. Like my thing is, have we even listened to what is the percentage of hip hop
I don't know about
y'all listen to?
I've listened to enough to, I guess, build up my own 10, but I don't. No role models.
But realistically, how what's the percentage of albums you think you've listened to compared to how many?
I think I've scratched the surface really, in what I like. In terms of hip hop, especially because I grew up on a mixture of a lot of things. But
right,
I like conscious rap. So I'm a fan of Common, Talib Kweli, Tribe Called Quest, that era of rap and stuff. And the Roots too, Common, Black Thought. Oh my God. Like I could geek out about this all day. Most Def especially. But then also I'm into, I could get a little raunchy and I like the trap shit too. I like Future. I like
Thugger.
Young Thug, bro. Come on. But Cole fills that void of best of both worlds kind of thing where he could give you a banger, but also talking about how he got racially profiled in a house with neighbors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
neighbors think I'm selling dope.
Yeah, that shit is fire.
Insane.
And that's what I mean.
But role models is like, to get back to role models, I know what you're saying, Mark. Like it's
dude, because it has everything. It has everything you want in a song.
I understand why you would say that. I understand. I probably don't agree all the way, but I understand exactly why you say that.
Got you. But
because it has a great chorus, the content is awesome and relevant, and there's some funny in there, and there's some hard bars. So
like to me, and then And then my thing with Cole too is I remember when For Your Eyes Only came out, right? And people were like, that was his most criticized album by far.
I don't understand why.
And so the first time I listened to it, right, I was like, and especially coming off of Forest Hills Drive, I was looking for that also like sort of quote unquote like because he had a couple bangers on Forest Hills Drive. So then I know probably majority of the
1 to 14, my guy.
Nah, yeah, you're right. That album's a masterpiece. That album's a masterpiece.
A classic, man.
It really is. But so then he drops For Your Eyes Only, and at first take, I was sort of like, I didn't know how to feel about it. It sort of gave me a BVS vibe. I was like, I don't know how to feel about it, dude. I listened to it. I forgot where I was going. It was a car ride, and I just threw it on. I'm like, let me give this another listen. You know what? I fuck with Cole. There's no way I think this is a bad album. What? Bro, by the time I got up to the song itself, For Your Eyes Only, I'm just like, I'm ready to just like be thankful. What an album.
Yeah, that
so
album
underrated.
That album
so
hit really
underrated.
differently for me because it dropped literally the week after one of my cousins had passed, and that just completely it felt like a sort of like some sort of comfort for my ears, at least. You know, it was
like therapy.
especially the first song being Immortal.
Right. No, it's for whom the bells.
No, I mean like the first, like I know that's the intro, but I'm saying like the first like rap on it. Like hearing Immortal and like the content on there, and then again by the time I got to She's Mine, then She's Mine Part 2, and then For Your Eyes Only, you know, it was just a ride of comfort that I felt like I needed, and that album has this. Yeah,
he was in his deep bag, like he was in his.
That was a story. He was telling a story about a dear friend of his who passed, and just showing it from his perspective. And I think it was a beautiful album. I don't have anything wrong with it.
For Your Eyes Only, the song itself, the 8-minute 50-second song, is a complete song to me. Like the story he tells in that is ridiculous.
Let me tell y'all my experience going to see that concert for that album.
Damn.
That was the last song he performed, right? And before he started that song, he told everybody, he was like, "Yo, I just want to let y'all know, I'm not playing any more party records. Like, we're done partying. Like, I'm gonna end with some real shit. And I understand if you don't want to hear this, you could leave now."
Bozo's walking out.
People started leaving while he was performing For Your Eyes Only, and I'm sitting there like, wow. Like,
bro,
we know why you're here. Yeah. Like, we know why you're here. You're here to say, "Oh, I'm hype. I went to the J. Cole concert," but you didn't stay for it all. That kind of sucks.
How do you leave for that song, bro? Like,
bro, I sat there the entire time. Like, I wanted to rap out the words because there are some verses on here that I'm just like, wow, like I need to say this too with him. But
bro, there's some.
I was just sitting there like
he's just like he snapped. He's just like, yo, like I'm like it's over. I'm talking about this, and then. And then when KOD dropped, I was like, wow, this is dope. KOD was, and all his albums, right? Like they're just so unique within themselves. They're all so different.
Yep.
There's not one album of Cole's that you're gonna be like, oh, he's rapping the same. The beats are the same. The beats were completely different in all of them. Like the sound itself, the production of it all, just completely different. And then when we get to this one, I didn't know what to expect. Like, he dropped that interlude and he dropped that he had dropped that song a couple months back. But I really didn't know what to expect yet.
Well, the Climb Back?
Yeah,
the Climb Back. That Lewis Street 2-pack.
Right,
yeah.
And then he dropped interlude a couple days before the album.
You know, I held off from hearing that.
Yeah, I mean, I held off from hearing that
because I'm like, yo, the album's coming out next week. I could wait.
But I was like, nah, I'm listening to it. It's like a trailer, right? It's like, oh chill. But
that's why I don't like leaked songs, bro. I don't like leaked songs.
But when I listen to this and then like him just changing it up again, like he's like, hey, I'm gonna have features on this. I'm gonna have a lot of features on this actually.
Yeah.
And it was just I didn't know what to expect, and so going into it, I was just like, wow, this is great.
Yeah,
I'm vibing out to this.
It's great.
So what do you give it? What's your ranking? Mark gave it a 9. I gave it a 9.5.
I give it a solid. It's a solid 9 for me because it's mixtape Cole. It was mixtape Cole. Classic mixtape Cole. He's in great he's in great rapping form.
No injuries.
Like this dude, no injuries at all. He's ready to hoop. Clearly, if he's playing in Rwanda soon. So,
bro, Timbaland produced one of the songs. Armani.
Yes,
Amari,
yes, yes. Shout out to Timbo and T Minus and fucking Boy Wonder. Like again, I'm a nerd when it comes to this stuff, so I can go all day about it. But yeah, this was a great project. I'm looking forward to the fall off.
He apparently has 2 more coming out. We established that today.
Yeah.
And do you guys think he's gonna be? Oh, like you said, Ariel, no artist is truly ever done. Right?
They all fucking lying, bro. Drake said it. Big Sean has mentioned it. Wale has mentioned it. All of them have mentioned it.
Jay-Z's been retired for years, apparently.
Jay-Z, I grew up in the era where Jay-Z's like, yo, encore, do you want more? All that stuff. Yo, I'm out of here.
That is
Came
probably,
right back.
That is probably one of the craziest collabs ever. Jay-Z and Linkin Park. Like,
oh no, I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about like.
No, I know, but when I think of encore, I think of Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Really, you don't think of Black Album track 4? Okay.
Nope. I think because that again, I didn't grow up listening to Jay-Z like you did. So when I heard that song, it was on the radio. And
wow.
Right. So to me, I was just like, wow, this is phenomenal. And then I went through my Linkin Park phase where I was just listening to them and like watching WWE.
You felt like you were in a Transformers movie?
Yeah. Michael Bay.
I'm like, become so numb.
Yo, like, because that shit was just goated, bro. And, you know, especially watching the promos for like the WWE matches, like they always had like Linkin Park songs on. So to me, like having, that was my first experience with Jay-Z. But right, he always says he's retired and always like, oh, album coming.
Yeah, like he's kind of come to grips with it that he's just.
I feel like if
he wants to rap, he'll rap.
I feel like if there is one guy that says he'll retire, it'll be Cole. I feel like he's poetic like that though. I feel like he's poetic.
I understand
people like Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z, honestly, there's the perfect example. It's like when these guys retire, quote unquote retire. It's like they're just like basically saying, don't expect regular shit from me.
Exactly.
I'll drop when I drop.
Exactly. I'll be around for a feature.
I'll do what I want to do. I'll get a feature on, like whatever. Like I'm not gonna go in album mode, you know, and like just go absolutely
lock in and then have to do a whole tour.
Right,
the prime example of a top tier rapper and one of my favorite rappers was definitely my top 5, Andre 3000, who literally had
underrated because literally he underrates himself.
Exactly. He has his own version of an album in The Love Below and that last Outkast album. They have never made. I mean, they did come out with another album in Idlewild, but Andre 3000 doesn't have a solo project really, and he just does features really. Like he'll hop on a track every now and then. He'll pop up. He'll produce films. He'll star in films.
He's technically retired in the music industry.
Technically he's really using his PTO time. To be honest, like he's like Eunice bum ass. Yeah, he just texted me back with my fam.
Wow, loser.
Mark said you lying.
But man, yo,
but yeah, guys, I could go on all day about this, geeking out about hip hop and music and stuff. But
thank you guys for coming onto this episode. I know it's not our typical episode, but we want you guys to enjoy it with us. You know, music and just talk about whatever because we like other stuff too. Believe it or not just superheroes.
Yeah. I'm a nerd about other shit too, man.
So we dream villains. Whatever y'all want us to talk about, we'll talk about.
Dream villains.
We could talk. Nah, I kind of fuck with that, low key. Dream villains.
That's what he calls his fans.
Yo, contact Cole. Be like, yo, like, dream villains.
Collab?
Hey.
Collab with the dream villains. But yeah, let us know what more y'all want us to talk about. We definitely will talk about it. We have so much fun doing it. Like I've had a fucking blast today.
Yeah, I had a blast. I'm glad I got to talk to y'all. It's been a minute, man. I can't wait to get back to the studio.
I know. Like I said, it's empty.
I'll be there
here.
next
it's a little
week.
sad. Oh yeah, Mark will be here next week. But
oh yeah, Mark is pulling up.
Yeah.
How about BP? Yo, Brian. Shout out to Brian too. Before we go,
yeah.
Who you know he's all moved in now. He's grown up.
I know. I know. I felt so distant from him, right? He just hasn't been talking in the chat.
Yeah, I feel
So I'm just like.
That's why I said that in Portuguese to him, because like I want him to know, I really miss you. I miss you.
It. But
I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you. But yeah, y'all, let us know. Again, what y'all want to talk about? I will do the darts. I promise. Eventually.
Yeah.
It's such a simple task. Just that I have to move the camera and like all that.
Just throw the darts, Junior. Just throw the darts.
I will. Not right now. I don't feel like moving my camera, but I will do it. I promise.
Terrence Ross next week.
Yeah, Terrence Ross next week, and then we'll do an Army of the Dead podcast the following week. And then I think that's going to bring us into another bye week where we could just talk about whatever. Oh, we could do a low-key prep week. Low-key, maybe we could do low-key trivia since it comes out the week after.
Yeah, sure. I'll smoke Mark in that. Put me head-to-head with Mark in low-key trivia.
I guess I could come up with like 20 questions, and I'll pick 10 of them so that you guys get time to study.
No, it's not.
Don't even show me the questions.
Yeah, bro. Don't show us the questions.
All right, maybe I'll make it.
I want to go head to head with Mark.
Head to head
with Mark
for the battle of Loki. But and
then who has to buy a case of Blue Moon for a case of Blue Moon?
What's with Blue Moon, bro? Blue Moon.
Yeah, stop. All right.
Yo, Blue Moon podcast coming soon.
Beer podcast coming soon.
Yo, it's lit. Thank you for coming through and chilling. Yeah, that's it. You wanted more?
Free Palestine.